Proverbs chapter 3, verse 35. Wise men are adorned. Wise men are adorned with honor, but the coat on a fool's back is contempt. Proverbs 9, 6 through 8, and then 13 through 17. Cease to be silly, and you will live. You will grow in understanding. Correct an insolent man, and be sneered at for your pains. Correct a bad man, and you will put yourself in the wrong. Do not correct the insolent, or they will hate you. The lady stupidity is a flighty creature. The simpleton, she cares for nothing. She sits at the door of her house, on a seat in the highest part of the town, to invite the passers-by indoors as they hurry on their way. Come on in, you simpletons, she says. She says also to the fool, stolen water is sweet, and bread got by stealth tastes good. Proverbs 10, verses 1, 8, 10, 13, 14, 18, 23. All standing separate this morning. I'm just going to read this all straight through. Chapter 10, verses 1 through verse 23, and maybe a little bit more. We'll see as I read it, if the flow is inducive to that. And at the top here it says the Proverbs of Solomon. A wise son brings joy to his father. A foolish son is his mother's bane. Ill-gotten wealth brings no profit. Uprightness is a safeguard against death. The Lord does not let the righteous go hungry, but he disappoints the cravings of the wicked. Idle hands make a poor man. Busy hands grow rich. A thoughtful son puts by in summer. A son who sleeps at harvest is a disgrace. Blessings are showered on the righteous. The wicked are choked by their own violence. The righteous are remembered in blessings. The name of the wicked turns rotten. A wise man takes a command to heart. A foolish talker comes to grief. A blameless life makes for security. Crooked ways bring a man down. To wink at a fault causes trouble. A frank rebuke leads to peace. The words of God, words of good men are a fountain of life. The wicked are choked by their own violence. Hate is always picking a quarrel, but love turns a blind eye to every fault. The man of understanding has wisdom on his lips. A rod is in store for the back of the fool. Wise men lay up knowledge. When a fool speaks, ruin is near. A rich man's wealth is his strong suit, but poverty is the undoing of the helpless. The good man's labor is his livelihood. The wicked man's earnings bring him to a bad end. Correction is the high road to life. Neglect reproof, and you miss the way. There is no spite in a just man's talk. It is the stupid who are fluent with calumny. I'll spell that for you. It's Calumny. That might not be a new word to you. It's sort of a new word to me. It reminds me of calamity. I'll have to look it up sometime, see what the dictionary says. Might mention that m-w.com is a place where you can get Merriam-Webster's dictionary. You can get a word at a time. When men talk too much, sin is never far away. Common sense holds its tongue. A good man's tongue is pure silver. The heart of the wicked is trash. The lips of a good man teach many, but fools perish for want of sense. I think I have that problem quite often. I talk a little bit too much. Doing it right now. The blessings of the Lord brings riches, and he sends no sorrow with them. Lewdness is sport for the stupid. Wisdom a delight to men of understanding. Well, that was certainly fun. I'm not through with this. There's a lot more scriptures pertaining to the word fool, and we'll get to them later. I have to go and ponder these things in my heart. My dear wife used that word the other day, and I thought it was very nice. She had a business meeting where she was talking to some people, and there were some things that sort of unpleasant to hear, but she said, I need to go and ponder these things. That's what Mary said. Need to ponder. Well, I may speak a little too often, a little too much, but I just have to wrap up here with a thought. That God loves us. He loves us even when we are foolish, even when we are silly. And he gives us his word so we can understand not to be silly about things that count. May God keep you and bless you. Make the road come up to meet you. I haven't memorized. I had one time I think I'd memorized this, but I'll get back to it. The one thing I've always said is God loves you, and so do I, or at least I'm trying to. God bless you and keep you. Goodbye.